For my final project, I have decided to relate gamification to my workplace, the Children's Home of Reading. To begin, I will explain a little bit about the Children's Home. The Children's Home is a residential treatment facility, not a detention center. The difference is that the Children's Home of Reading is treatment focused for these clients, and the goal is to get them treated and discharged within 6 months. The Children's Home of Reading is for boys and girls ages 12 to 21 that struggle to control their behavior and suffer from sexual trauma or sexual addiction. The behavior-issued kids are very defiant, do whatever they want, and enjoy fighting each other as a way to solving their differences. The kids who are categorized as specialized are placed on the third floor, and these kids are addicted to pornography. Some have been victims of sexual incidents and are placed at the children's home due to the cause trauma, but many are perpetrators of sexual incidents. I would say the children's home has some sort of gamification to it already with the progress notes. The progress notes determine the everyday lives of these kids at the children's home. The kids are rated 1 through 5 on 9 categories shown ahead: nonviolence, emotional intelligence, social learning, shared governance, open communication, social responsibility, growth and change, respecting boundaries, and accountability. Between first, second, and third shift, the kids can reach a total of 100 points. After they are scored, the total is added up and the kids are ranked as a leader, achiever, striver, needs to focus, or they are placed on red light. The biggest issue is that these kids know how to cheat the system because they have been at the facility multiple times or they have been here so long. At the end of each week, 6 kids with the highest average from the week will be allowed to go on activity, which is usually to the movie theaters, a sporting event, or they get to go out and eat dinner at a restaurant. There are about 2 kids that consistently get a high score and go on activity every weekend, with at least 4 spots open for other kids to come on activity as well. Other than the couple that behave all the time, the rest of the kids don't have to work hard to go on activity. If one kid just behaves for 1 or 2 days and gets a very high score, it will boost his weekly average high enough so he is allowed to go on activity. All the clients at the children's home have the same triggers: being told no when they want to do something or losing their options. When these clients are angered, it usually results in physical and verbal aggression, as well as the destruction of property on the unit. When any of this behavior is displayed, the kids are placed on red light. Red light is the maximum punishment these kids face. When they are on red light, they are still allowed to do most of the things they can do on any usual day. The only restriction is that they are not allowed in the game room, but the game room is only open on weekends. So during the week, they face no consequences. I believe the clients should be held more accountable. When the clients are on red light, I believe they should lose more of their valuable privileges, such as going on home passes, having off-ground and on-ground visits, and they should have their electronics confiscated. Another option would possibly be creating a hole for the kids who are physically aggressive so they can be alone for a few hours before returning to the unit. Because once the clients are triggered, they won't stop and will continue their behavior, making it worse for peers and staff as well. Different ways I believe that the children's home could be gamified will be the grinding aspect. I believe the kids should have more objectives in order to gain points, and the points should be not easily given, they should be earned. I also believe the kids should have better rewards so there is more motivation to want to do better. Maybe better activity choices, more home passes and visits, because they do not care for the rewards that they are given now. That's why they behave however they want. As I mentioned earlier, possibly the whole, I believe there should be more discipline and effective punishments. Current punishments are very minor and ineffective. Another idea I came up with was creating a level system. Clients should have a level system to see the progress and improvement in order to complete therapy and be discharged from their facility. Clients should have a score that they must reach every day in order to make adequate progress towards the next level, each level displaying to the client what they must continue to work on and how far they are away from discharging. Clients are in a 6-month program here at the Children's Home, but usually take 8 to 12 months on average because of the poor system. The goal should be to get clients discharged within 6 months. Scores should not be given, they should be earned, and I believe there should be a minimum score of an average of 80 in order to be able to go on activity. To behave and focus on treatment, their motivation should be their family visits and activity choices. They currently don't fear the consequences of their misbehaviors and don't care for the rewards they are given. The discipline in the facility is not strict enough. The kids behave however they want, but still know how to get what they want. We want the facility to be more treatment focused along with discipline.